Jesus talks about your body.
Yes.
You know, you got to love God with your body. And one of the ways you do it, your brain cells are literally being carved out by your actions. And so, yeah, how does that work?
No, and so God's intention, we are relational. Something comes up. In this world, we'll have trouble. We're going to experience that. We are then reaching out to him, reaching out to others, ideally. The more we have and or the more disconnected we feel from God and or from others, then we start trying to figure out how we manage it. And there might be some other healthy tools, pieces in place, as we talk about retreat, take deep breaths, re-engage in that way. But then a lot of times the greater the pain, the greater the difficulty, the greater the loneliness, the fears that come up, how do I bring this down? Then we can go down, paths where
shopping, porn, drinking,
binge eating, binge
drugs,
watching,
binge anything, fill in the blank.
And so what's happening for our brain is God created neural pathways, and they say neurons that fire together, wire together. That's where beautiful habits can come in, beautiful spiritual disciplines. Like I don't feel like reading my Bible, but it's been such a habit, I just go to it. I know I need that. But then if we go with just what we feel, man, I'm feeling pain, I'm feeling off, and I want to soothe this, well, then we can start going down a different path. And dopamine, a beautiful neurotransmitter in the brain to actually help reinforce why we go down here, why we go down there. So let's say we're engaging with our spouse. It can be sex, it can be communication, it can just be being with them. Dopamine's released. Or even anticipating, I can't wait to see her or see him later today. Dopamine starts dripping.
It's a reward.
Yes, exactly.
It's a reward that's dinging in your brain every time.
To them. Beautiful. However, we can then, and so let's talk about pornography. It's, okay, I'm feeling this pain, I'm feeling loneliness, or things are difficult then in my relationship or relationships. I'll go here. I can control it better. There's a pleasure component to it. Dopamine's released, and then we start firing down that path. And so then in the moment of difficulty, it's almost like we've got a bit of a decision point of, am I going
do
here?
something really hard and difficult, or go towards something that's easy and gives me quick pleasure and releases dopamine. They even say that about, like, you get a text on your phone and dopamine gets released in your brain because it's like, ding, somebody likes me. And that's an addiction, and why people like the likes on Facebook and there's actual, you're carving out things in your brain every time. Okay, anything else on that we need to be wary of? Like, how do we defeat it? How do we make sure we don't go down those paths?
First off, like in the most practical sense, Fight the New Drug is a good organization. Join Fortify. Like, if pornography is one of those things where I'm going down this path, it's got a hold on me. Pure Desire, they've got all these online groups. Get help, like get support. That's the thing. You're just going to keep going here unless you have somebody else who's grabbing the wheel with you. Then
they're saying that AA is going to be rammed coming out of this.
Sadly, yes.
And so I assume AA is happening, Zoom feeds and things, people are still meeting. So if you have those kind of things, don't like wait till this is all over and then go find an AA meeting. Actually start doing this stuff now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.